And welcome back. Game number 2 on Clubhouse. Just about to get underway here after a remarkable back and forth battle between these two teams. Bringing it to overtime, the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill just unable to clutch it out. St. Clair able to make do and make it work. First ban, not too surprising. Thatcher going to be taken off the board. Hibana, more of a Clubhouse-specific ban here on the side of St. Clair. Has a couple different angles that is pretty commonly used. Take it off the board, force them to do something else. Cade going to get taken off the board as well. Electrification able to make a much bigger impact in this map compared to the last one. So definitely makes sense. And last one off the board is going to be Clash again. So for the first time in God knows how long, Mirror has been let through, but I'm not sure if she's as strong on this map compared to others. All right, game 2 underway. One thing to note, of course, and we're going to see it right away, was pointed out that Maverick was let through, and sure enough, we're going to see Impact pick it up right away here for this first attacking phase, as CCTV going to be the first location for defense on the side of the University of North Carolina.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Now, especially on this location, you will oftentimes see Hibanas make some longer range breaching plays, which definitely makes sense why you'd want that banned out on this map. Kind of curious as to why that was the case, but that definitely makes sense now. Now, Impact, you'll probably be seeing him over towards this balcony door alongside Char's, trying to breach through, of course. It's all just a game of trying to deal with Crowla's Bandit in this situation. Stop any sort of electrification from stopping your push. And then everybody else is basically supporting that, or those players, to try and get the door to go down as quick as possible. This is just too good of a sight line to try and pass up here when going in for CCTV. For now, we're going to see Impact Chars right in position, getting exactly where they need to go. Getting the confirmation that Crowla is right there, ready and waiting. Act has to do this carefully. You can't just nonchalantly just burn through this steel. Because, of course, the holes have no allegiance. Bullets can pass through one way or the other.
By attackers.
And a cheeky little start here. Don't bother trying to burn through the entirety of it. Just burn it just enough so that you can stop any sort of bandit tricking, any sort of bandit batteries from going down. Being said, you still got to kind of watch your toes because there is a bunch of angles. Meanwhile, Kira starting things off strong, taking care of Sweet Fan. Nova's picking up somebody other than Jaeger for this one, but a bit of a back and forth here. We see the Ash getting taken down. It's going to be Crowla taking down Big Papa. Nosco taken down, but not quite out in this situation. A very early gunfight across both, or multiple members of each team, which is very rare in Siege these days. Moscow looking for Crowla. Does spot the player down and out. Is going to finish him off. No, actually, opens fire, ankle shot, takes him down. Those drone holes. More than just for the drone. You have to be careful. Crowla, the last one alive. It may not be a flawless round, but St. Clair are going to take that convincingly, starting this game off right. Yeah, Corolla tried his damnedest, did take a kill with him on the way down, but it does not matter when there were still 3 others on the side of St. Clair. Gonna try the CCTV room once again. Of course, CCTV for Clubhouse is probably the most practiced site across most, if not all, of competitive teams here. I would assume. Gonna try this again, but as much as you are comfortable defending it, everybody has probably attacked this place 1,000 times by now if you're playing competitive. One thing I was just kind of touching on before, during the first game during Cafe, we see Novus basically exclusively on Jaeger. Now moving into this Clubhouse round, see him getting a little aggressive, trying to make some plays happen here on Valkyrie. Granted, just the first round, but did not quite find the mark that he may have been looking for. And it's kind of funny enough, sure, like the player who was having probably one of the harder times overall in that first game, Corolla, won, leading the charge with 2 eliminations for himself. But eliminations or not, have to win the round in general. Have to keep these bombs defended. I'll have to see if they can make the proper adjustments necessary and start getting ready for round number 2. A possible adjustment here on the side of the University of North Carolina. Maybe a couple more members here near this balcony door. Possibly have a couple more eyes. Maybe try and get some ankle shots on the St. Clair. We did see, I believe it was either Chars or Impact. I think it was Chars. Find the drone hole shot. The ankle breaker of sorts. Getting elimination last time. Maybe a couple extra eyes on that door. Keep it up for as long as possible here. That being said, though, never mind. It's already been blown through, so solid job there for the Saints. Jars must have just got that one pretty well uncontested. Best case scenario here for St. Clair. Really makes the life of the person on the catwalk extremely difficult once that goes down, because before you just have to worry about a doorway. Now you got to worry about a balcony on the other side. That being said, though, Sweet Fan wasn't exactly a fan of going down so early last round. Going to find one onto Kira. Basically, yeah, that is a revenge kill from last round. Kira took him down the first time by. Answers it right back. That being said, Big Papa finds Noskow somewhere. We do see Sweet Fan actually getting doubled, taken down, but the refrag is right there. Good on Krola to be able to answer that back. Keeping this a 3-on-3. Krola, Novus, and Jojo. Zombie Dude, Impact, and Chars. The veterans from last season on the side of St. Clair down. But still have some very capable hands in the new squad. Of course, Impact was on the team prior. Wasn't there last semester, but was on there before. Zombie Dude and Chars, both new additions to the squad. We do see Chars looking to get this thing planted. Krola again finding an elimination, his 4th of the game. But he is going to get taken down 2-on-2, 2-on-1. Nice little pistol play there from Impact. It's all down to Novus. Let's see, kind of sharking from above. Does not have a nitro cell, so he can't play around that kind of winning objective. Or that win condition, rather, is gone. Nobody has, like, super low health or anything like that. Shots fired. Nice little jump there. Novus with the start, but he might be running out of time. And, okay, Chars is in the absolute perfect position here. There's no way this diffuser is getting touched. Look for the stat pattern, but it's not going to be the case. St. Clair taking round number 2. Granted, a much closer round here for the University of North Carolina, but nonetheless, St. Clair securing that one. I would be very surprised if we see University of North Carolina take CCTV room once again after 2 rounds not going in their favor. And it looks like those or that wondering was warranted. It looks like the basement is going to be the option here. The oftentimes second favorite site here on Clubhouse. Bringing out the castle, and a little bit interesting. I think that the University of North Carolina may like that castle a little bit more than some of the other teams here in the league. I know taking a look at looking at some of the things that you all were saying in the Twitch chat in between the rounds, you were very surprised to see castle in a few scenarios there in game number 1. Just felt like it didn't fit in or something like that. And we'll have to see if North Carolina have a solid sound strat. I feel like I've seen castle here on this basement setup before. So it ain't necessarily nothing new, but we'll have to see.
Camera initiate. 10 seconds left. 5 for insertion. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
All right, 3 minutes, round 3. Let's make it happen here. Can Saints continue strongly on this attack, or is it going to be switched up? In game number 1, we did see St. Clair take a 2-0 lead as well, starting off the game. But then University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill turned it right around and won 3 in a row, and we're on pace to basically take that series. But St. Clair fought it back within the last couple rounds. Of course, bring the overtime, and then we're able to win it in overtime. A cheeky little drone spot. Sweet Fan on the Vigil, looking to play a little bit more aggressive than usual. Of course, Vigil being able to bypass the vision of any cameras, any drones, as long as he has his gadget active. It's not a permanent thing. I was thinking about going into the dirt pathway down into the basement, but we do see Kira actually does get taken down. However, somebody is going to be able to pick him back up. It's going to be Charles and his buddy alive. Wonder what happened there. Kira, if he just wiped out. Would have been a very unusual misplay, unless somebody on the side of UNCCH was there peppering him from a window. Yeah, so he's going to have to play with less than a quarter of his health remaining here in this round. Definitely not what you like to see. Okay, sneaky little shot here from Kira. Doesn't matter if you're low on health. If you could win with the headshot, that'll definitely do the trick. Novus switched to the Muzzy, and it did not exactly work in his favor in this situation. I feel like St. Clair has been able to drone around just fine. Big Papa, shots fired onto Krola, barely going to keep him alive. About 5% of his health remaining here. Big Papa looking to get aggressive, chases him down, finishes him off. 2-player advantage here for St. Clair moving into the last 30 seconds. Zombie had the spot onto one of them. Looking just to see if anybody peeks. Maybe in the meantime just kind of hold them there. Did try to get him with one of the stun grenades, but it's too little too late. And now Sweetfan and Osco find themselves 2 eliminations. Bring this down to a 3-on-3 of the last couple seconds. This one's falling apart, but it's actually 2-on-2 now. Big Papa and Charz in the last 10 seconds. Charz is on site. He could very well try to plant something. He might be too little too late here. He's being shot. Jojo taken down but not out. Nosko's the only one alive on the side of North Carolina. Does find the one player. Diffuser goes down. Can Charz win this quickly? This is a very tough spot. He has nowhere to go. He's being spotted out completely as well. Jojo may have been down, but he's been able to constantly just tell him exactly what he's doing. Kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Who peeks first? Who's going to get it? Charz! He clutches it up. The rookie coming in clutch. Takes Nosko down. And this train just keeps on rolling here for St. Clair. 3rd victory in a row. He was down on health as well. Now, this could be a little concerning, though. Zombie Dude seems to have been disconnected. Wins in a row. St. Clair looking strong, but that's definitely quite the disruptor there on the side of St. Clair with Zombie Dude getting disconnected. We very well could have ourselves a rehost. Yeah, so we're going to be quickly under a pause here, it does look like. Let's throw it back to us here for a little bit. So far in this round, it has been very, very St. Clair favored, to say the least. They have been able to not necessarily have the most decisive of round wins, but they are clutching it up in the last couple seconds right when it matters. Round 1, of course, looked pretty solid. Had a couple members still alive, 2 or 3 left. Round 2, 2 alive, and then this last one, this was so close. I thought that UNCC were going to be able to spin that one around on them, because giving the health differential. But nonetheless there, Chars was able to clutch it up. And I mean, Chars, talk about him for a second. He's been having a fantastic first varsity game here with us here for the St. Clair Saints, of course. Making it count here in these FaceIT Collegiate Championships. And a season opener nonetheless. And now it looks like it was just a quick crash and fix. Looks like Zombie Dude is back into the game. So we'll hop right back into the swing of things here. Picking up right where we left off. No rehost necessary. Like to see. And with the way it is looking right here, right now, Charge leading the charge with 5. Big Papa close behind with 4. Then Impact and Kira all within 1 of each other. Meanwhile, a little bit more, excuse me, a little bit more nose heavy on the side of North Carolina. Actually, I guess they're all within 1 technically. Crola being the one leading charge. Switching over to the mute this time.
5 seconds
Trying to make it work here. Going to try this basement site once again. And Sweet Fan had some success that last round on the Vigil. Was able to get a couple eliminations for himself. You got to see, though, this time by if Novus can make this Mozzie have some more value. Last time, of course, Mozzie being able to steal and it's like basically stop drones from really being effective. I felt like St. Clair was still able to just drone completely like wherever they wanted, even with Mozzie there. Maybe that's why we see Crola now on the mute this time by. Jojo going to pick up the castle once again, and Nosko going to be playing the Wamai.
Launching drone.
Zombie playing support. Big Papa going to take his time as well. We're solo for 2 minutes here in this 4th round. Saints looking to bring this over to a 4-0 start. Be absolutely fantastic. But that being said, Crola once again being the first one here on the kill feed on the proper side. Getting his 5th one of the game, taking out Kira. Rest of the Saints just now getting ready to start moving into the building. Zombie Dude alongside, I believe that's Charles. No, that's Big Papa, actually. Right there alongside them within arm's reach. Charles really looking to take his time here. Impact alongside him as well. Buddy system basically in effect. He can very well use that tunnel down into the basement. And it's going to be Sweet Fan going down. Charles gets taken out, but at the same time, Big Papa gets jumped on here by Novus. Does finally make this Mozzie work from. Going to at least take care of Big Papa. 4 on 3 in the favor of University of North Carolina Chapel Hill as of this moment. Oscar taking some heat. Just above halfway through, we see Char's getting ready to make the move here with Zombie Dude as well. This is where Zombie Dude kind of got caught out of position. This time it's going to be Char's getting the jump onto him. No questions asked, going to secure that kill.
A bomb has been located.
Those Maluzi. Wait, that's not a Maluzi. What am I talking about here? What is that beeping? I have no idea. But in the meantime, Char's does manage to get the diffuser down. Impact spots a member. Zombie Dude does go down. Char's is getting lit up as well. Impact versus the world in this situation. Actually, no. It's actually just Impact versus JoJo. The 1v1. Zombie Dude could pick himself up. He's a Zofia after all. So he's back into this play. The huge grenade actually going to just make sure that Krola could not get picked up. Zombie Dude being able to pick himself up is just going to make this absolutely brutal here for JoJo. Granted, JoJo has so much health, but of course, one dink to the skull and you're done. And that is going to be exactly the case. Zombie Dude, basically from the dead, appropriately enough, getting back into the play and going to finish off the University of North Carolina player and secures that one. 4-0. Okay, so right now, University of North Carolina just seem to be absolutely scrapping for some sort of grip here in this game, because now they're going over to the second floor gym. Common sites are just struggling, opting to go for their third pick to try and make it happen. Going to be a tough one nonetheless. St. Clair in position to run away with it, which is so crazy considering the game that we just saw on Cafe, and how just a map change can make all the difference. It's having a new set of strategies with Cafe was a constant back and forth source where both teams had a chance, like I was saying before, both teams had a chance to run away with it and then just like clawed it back. Meanwhile, right now we do not even, I wouldn't have even guessed that this is the same match with the way things are going here now. The only thing other than the scoreboard being reversed is the fact that Corolla is the leader in regards to eliminations on this side of North Carolina compared to Novus. But just an absolute night and day difference in this game here. Oh, Charles, I was thinking about it. Maybe catch a toe.
Need a bomb.
Not going to quite find it this time by. We do see Impact working against the Bandits. So they're going to have to move over a little bit. Doesn't want to get any ankle shots at him. Could allow Charles to move forward here as long as that Bandit battery is taken care of. And actually, from the low ground, that's exactly what I was talking about in regards to Maverick holes being used against you. Charles, who was originally the user carrier and the hard breacher, goes down after a solid prone shot there from Krola. Kira going to answer right back, though. Seems to be Sweet Fan and him going back and forth so far in this series. Impact doing his best Spider-Man impression, trying to get the proper angle here on this wall.
Bomb located by...
Still outside. Zombie Dude's still outside as well. Grenade through the drone hole. Interesting enough, try and maybe take care of Bandit battery or something, because they are kind of stuck here right now. University of North Carolina might be able to make something work, because they may not necessarily be a frag fest to start this off, but I do feel like St. Clair has been slowed down enough that this could affect their next couple seconds here, these next moments. And Novus on the right side of the kill feed this time, finding his 4th in this game after he takes down Kira. Zombie Dude sprays alongside Impact, finding 2 here. Nosko and Krola both going down in this scenario. 3 on 2, 40 seconds left to go here. Big Papa right around the corner. If he's not careful, he just jump scared somebody who's on the other side of that, on that University of North Carolina squad. And jumps, and that's one way to do it. Make it look like you're going one way and then hop into the other. That being said, though, the refrag from Novus is going to at least keep this close, but Zombie Dude going to clean this up. St. Clair might be running away with this one. 5-0 after the final kill coming from Zombie Dude. Where do you go now if you're UNCCH? And that's the question. As we can see from the... Actually, even looking at the scoreboard, it doesn't even necessarily look that bad in comparison. But just Saints have been able to clean it up. It's a lot of those extra factors I don't get on the scoreboard. Like it was brought up, I think it was Zombie Dude. Zombie Dude for the earlier stages of that round. He may have not been the one going in, but he was droning people out. And then I was told it was his drone that did spot the one player where Big Papa jumped through the window and got the jump on them. That was Zombie Dude calling him out there. And then was able to finish off that final kill as well. So unfortunately, there is no scoreboard piece for being able to get somebody with a drone or making a call out. But it was still super effective nonetheless.
10 seconds remaining. Ready. 5 seconds left.
Now, thankfully, for University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, you get to switch sides after this round no matter what. However, how badly is your cut going to be open moving forward into the attacking rounds? It'd be absolutely brutal to be put on match point as you switch. Because you have absolutely no chance to kind of warm up your attack. You have to make whatever you have work, otherwise it's game over. They need to take care of this round right here, right now, to give them any sort of wiggle room. Otherwise, we could be in for a surprisingly quick game number 2 here. Okay, we see Char's looking lower. He's trying to compensate for the kill that happened against him last time by, where as Impact was burning a hole through the wall, he got taken down. That being said, though, Big Papa may be looking for a bit of an engagement. He's going to be a little worse for wear, however, out of the deal. Trying to maybe sneak himself a headshot through the wall, but it's not going to be the case. Just above half HP. Takes a little bit of heat.
I got you.
And sure enough, similarly enough, Char's this time is going to be the one trying to make sure that he doesn't get lit up from below. Zombie Dude here for backup as well. Drone ready and waiting. Kira keeping an eye on the window. Big Papa still just being an absolute noisemaker off on this windowsill. Try and take a peek. Does spot somebody there, but this time it's not prone looking the other direction. Oddly enough, this drone was not spotted, so some solid intel from Big Papa to the rest of his team. Spots the 2 there. How greedy does he want to be? Does he want to try and take these kills? We're going to try and play it slow here with this team. Looks to be slowing it down, actually, oddly enough. Normally I think of Big Papa, normally I think of him going in, but this time he is slowing it down a bit. Last thing you want to do is unintentionally force your team to play a player down. Nearly had an angle on the player on the stairwell, but not quite going to find it. As we can see, a couple of the St. Clair players starting to get a little bit squirrely. Waiting for Big Papa, waiting for, I believe it was Zombie Dude, get into a position that they can kind of cover them up here. 30 seconds left. All 5 players on each team are alive. This is going to be an absolute skirmish. to end this one off. Zeddy, I pray for you, because here we go. It's going to be Kira, the first one taken down here. Impact taking some damage as well. Jojo going to be credited for the first kill onto Zombie. Dude, actually, Kira still down but not out. A huge Nitro Cell going to find Chars as well. We have Impact getting himself an elimination onto Crola. 5 seconds left to play, and that is what you need to see here for the University of North Carolina, as they're able to at least take one in their defensive side of things, at least give them a bit of wiggle room after a crazy 5-on-5, 20 seconds left skirmish. Now, Saints might have dropped the bloodbath, but at least they are still in the lead here in this game. We're still 2 points away from victory. Just going to come down to a couple clutch defenses. We see Kira going to be picking up smoke duty. Big Papa on Jaeger. Impact is going to be playing Ute. Chars is going to be on Wamai. Zombie Dude back on the Maestro. Rolla having himself a much better game this time by sitting there with the 8 eliminations, but the rest of the team have not been able to necessarily follow up on those eliminations.
Protect your bombs from being defused by
Going to be picking up the Maverick for the team this time by. Sweet Fan going to be playing the Ying. Novus on Sophia. Jojo is on the Thermites, and Nosko is going to be supporting. Going to have 2 hard breachers in this scenario, as Nosko is going to be picking up Ace. Make it 3 hard breachers if you count Maverick. I'm an absolute bot.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds left before insertion.
Definitely a fun fact indeed, where there has been a Maverick in every single round here of this Clubhouse game. Here in game number 2, of course. Too good on so many sites. So useful. Gonna see Crola picking them up here this time by. St. Clair opting for a defense with absolutely no electricity, opting for Impact's Mute to play that role instead. But with that, of course, does allow Crola to get as close as he wants to up against the wall. Quickly breach those instead of worrying about electrocuting himself while trying to torch the wall. Novus making some noise down below. I see Jojo as well on the Thermite. Not going to be carrying the diffuser this time by. It's actually going to go into the hands of Nosko, who's charging in, actually. And we do see Sweet Fan also as well. Novus could find himself into conflict with somebody in a moment. Rolo Novus taking it through first floor. Just over a minute 30 left here in this round, and Big Papa's going to be the first casualty. Sweet Fan going to take him down once again. The battle between these 2 players, or was it him and Kira? I can't remember. I think it was him and Kira. Yeah. But nonetheless, Big Papa getting taken down here by Sweet Fan. Solid play nonetheless.
Bomb located by
Elvis has a rough idea that somebody's there. Is going to go a little bit worse for wear, losing about a quarter of his health in this engagement. And Sweet Fan really wanted that Candela to the point it cost him his life. Char's on the Wamai going to be able to clean that one up. 4-on-4 battle with a minute left. This one could get nasty. Jojo ready to go. We see Noskow getting extremely anxious. It looks like Kira still has those gas containers ready to work. Going to be slowing things down over on that CCTV room. Crola getting a little bit worse for wear. Novus still trying to make their way around. It's going to be the last 20 seconds for them to make anything happen. And they're still going to the rooftops. This feels very awkward for UNCC H. But we see Impact with a solid double kill with the submachine gun. Gonna find himself a triple. One more left to go. Noskow is gonna get taken down. The 4K coming out for Impact. Welcome back. And absolutely shredding through this University of North Carolina offense. Six to 1, and Impact is leading the charge, it looks like, with 11 eliminations in this round. Looking good. Welcome back, Impact. Where are we going to go for the defensive side of things? I'm going to guess it's probably the basement. Sure enough, that is going to be the case. And this is going to get cute. We're going all or nothing here.
Attackers.
Okay. Even if this doesn't go according to plan, I absolutely love the University of North Carolina for trying this. Blitz, of course, an operator you do not see at all, really, in competitive play. And his whole gimmick is that he has a riot shield that acts like a flashbang. It is hilarious. It is, yeah. It is not exactly the most effective, but when it works, it is the most hilariously irritating thing that you can do to somebody other than classic Lion. And to follow up alongside them, there are a lot of operators that can move and move fast. Blitz is going to push a blitz. Here we go. We see right here at Alcrola leading the charge for the squad. To the basement they go. Oh no! Oh, the accidental TK on the sign from Novus was probably trying to take out a camera and he just took out his partner. Big Papa takes down Novus. Where's Crowline? He's leading the charge. He does not care in the slightest. He's going through trying to make something happen. He gets absolutely dropped in his tracks. We respect you for trying it. But with that, this should probably close it out unless Sweet Fan is an absolute last-second legend. I mean, that's a start. He took down Zombie Dude. Still has full health. Where in the world is everybody else? Okay, so Kira's from below. Impact as well, so it looks like Sweet Fan's going to have at least a little bit of time. And okay, there is Chars. So everybody's on the first floor. It's all up to Sweet Fan and how he wants to actually tackle this. And to be honest, with the game style that they chose, there's still there was just under 2 minutes left here in this game. Sweet Fan could take as much time as he wants. And how badly did that rattle St. Clair? Because in regards to the eliminations, it didn't rattle them for squat. They just cleaned it up for the most part. That being said, they could be out of position here. Sweet Fan does manage to get one, but as he goes for the camera, hello, Impact. He finishes the job. St. Clair are going to take this series 2-0 after a solid 7-1 finish here on Clubhouse. I still give mad props, University of North Carolina to Chapel Hill for trying the blitz strat, but unfortunately for them, not going to be successful here in this case. Solid game around. Impact with 13 eliminations here in this game. Holy smokes, did he look solid here today, and a fantastic night of action. Especially game one, that crazy back and forth was a remarkable game to watch. Almost lost my breath off of that game alone. So low-key, I'm kind of thankful that they gave me a bit of a breather here for game two and kept it quick. Nonetheless, I'm sure Jace doesn't mind either, so I can go see him in a second. But nonetheless, though, this new St. Clair squad looking fantastic to start things off. Especially on Clubhouse, they looked extremely comfortable. And then... sorry for that. And then University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, for the first time that we did get to see them in action. Game one looked fantastic. Game two, you can tell Clubhouse was maybe not one of their strong suits, but I'm sure we'll probably see them sometime later in the season, whether it be in this league or a different one. So GG's, and we'll see you in the next one there. But as for everything else happening here, let's quickly take a look at the schedule coming up for some additional matches that'll be coming up here in the next couple days. Of course, FaceIT action continues, but this time it's for Counter-Strike, happening tomorrow at 6 p.m. Then on Wednesday, Collegiate Hearthstone continues versus Carleton University. Thursday at 8 o'clock, we do have some League of Legends action. First time back this year, up against York University Esports. Like I was saying before, they took us out in Hearthstone, but maybe we can return the favor against them here in League of Legends. Rainbow Six Siege action starts again on Saturday at 7 o'clock. And then, of course, we're right back to Sunday with some more FaceIT CSGO. So be sure to follow the channel if you've not done so already. And be sure to follow or subscribe to our gigantic YouTube archive as well. Catch player interviews and all the match VODs from everything back to like 2019, 2018. Lots of classic matches there as well. Of course, want to give a couple thank yous as well before we close off. First off, to everybody tuning in, big thank you to you all for coming in, supporting your squad, whether you're here for St. Clair or whether you're here for University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. It's always a pleasure broadcasting these matches to you. Big thank you to Shadi Anna, also known as Zedimental, as well, for doing the observing for tonight's match here. I know there's a couple of those rounds where it's like, okay, there's 20 seconds left, there's 5 on 5. Good luck. Like, you can only get so much when those situation happens. But for picking up rather recently, Zeddy's been doing fantastic. So thank you, Zeddy. And then, of course, big thank you to our sponsors, St. Clair College, Stuckman School of Business and IT, Tim Hortons, St. Clair SRC, the St. Clair Alumni Association, and PC Outlet. Would not be able to do all this without you, so thank you for being a part of the St. Clair Saints varsity team. Of course, if you want to follow any of my personal antics, it's Mr. Danners on Twitter. And with that, I think I'm gassed for tonight. So I will see you all tomorrow. So it was a fantastic match, of course, here with St. Clair and the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. St. Clair taking it in 2-0 fashion. More Rainbow Six Siege next Saturday coming up. But of course, the action does not stop there. I'll see you tomorrow for FaceIT Counter-Strike. Have a good night, everybody.